Hello and welcome back. Today we are building a bowling alley slash bar slash arcade, and it is modeled after a bowling alley that I actually visited myself, and it's not very big. And I did see a lot of really cool bowling alleys on the gallery, but I wanted something that was a little more minimal. And so this is what I came up with, and you can see me struggling with the platforms as always. This building is going to have a restroom, a bar area, the bowling alley part, an arcade, and then like a rooftop lounge hangout area. So there's that. And I am going to try and use most of the bowling expansion pack stuff. I wanted to make sure that those were kind of featured over other pack objects. Of course, I did have to use objects from other packs because the, there's no counters or anything like that with the bowling stuff pack. And we're just putting down the lanes right now. I wanted to leave a little space in the back in real bowling alleys where they are able to go behind the lanes to, you know, fix if any pins get stuck or the machine needs to be reset or anything like that. So I did leave that space there and then put some places to sit while people are waiting their turn in the game that they're playing. So there are going to be like 3 seating areas there, even though there are 4 lanes, but it would have been cool if we had that little like monitor plus chair thing that you see at bowling alleys. But I think that this worked out pretty well. And of course, using the lighting and the decorative objects from that pack. And the flooring and the walls are all from that pack as well. Just trying to keep in with that theme. And on the walls here, I used that like neon lighting thing and I tried to connect them all the way through the wall. Some bowling alleys are, um, oh, I don't know what they call it, where you go and it's like flashing lights, neon lights, everything is that cool glow in the dark color. So there's that. And as for the bar area and the place where you get your shoes and stuff, I connected those two things because, the same person can work behind the desk or at the bar. Of course, your Sims will not do that. They'll just have a bartender when they go to this lot because I don't think there's a get shoes interaction. So there's that. I also did make this lot a bar because bowling alley is not a lot type. So that was actually kind of a bummer that there wasn't a specific lot type for that. I mean, I guess it could be like a cafe. I have had ice cream at bowling alleys before, and sometimes they sell food, so there's that too. And honestly, I don't know if children will get spawned to a bar lot type, but I didn't want to make it a park because I didn't want to add a grill and stuff. I guess I could have made it generic. You can change that if you feel like it when you download. So I'm just decorating this area a little bit with some, bowling items. And then putting a seating area in for if they order any food from the bar or just want to hang out and sit around, they can sit there. And that room in the back corner there is going to be the arcade. So we're just decorating the front a little. And I decided to put up a half wall on the ceiling to put a sign on, and that of course surrounds the rooftop hangout area. We're just placing down some carpets, and also the platforms of course got messed up in those two rooms when I created them, so I'm just lifting them up. And then the bathroom right here is just going to have some stalls for toilets. I chose the blue door instead of the black and white one because I felt like it matched this, vibe a little better. And I'm just putting back in the ceiling so I can see if, how the lighting is. I kept the ceiling off at first so that I could actually see what I was placing down. But now we're just adding in a bunch of lights. And I thought that those posters in the arcade looked cool. So there's that. And then in the front here, just putting down some columns that hold that roof piece up. And I really wish that you could change the size of half walls without having to just draw a new half wall. But you win some, you lose some. And I put down a roof piece right there just to make it look nice. And then here's the rooftop area just above right there. And at first I was just going to put just have it be empty, not even have there be a roof access. But then I thought that it might be fun, you don't really have to worry about leaving your children unsupervised in this game. So I thought that it would be nice if the parents could go up to the rooftop while the kids were having fun downstairs if they so desired, to just kind of get away for a little bit. So I put the staircase in the corner there and change up the bathroom a little bit. I ended up making that end stall kind of, I guess you could call it like a handicap stall. It is bigger than the other toilet stalls. And in goes the staircase and also stairs out front, because that platform is up too, so the Sims I don't think can just step up it. I think it has to be one, although you can correct me if I'm wrong here. And so just, handling the stairs, putting on some wallpaper, a railing. I wish there was a matching railing like that for the fences, but I just chose one that was kind of similar instead. Don't ask me why the wallpaper kept glitching off. I don't know. And then I added access to this back area. And I think that it turned out pretty cool. At first I was going to have them go through the arcade to get behind the bar, but I actually cannot place a counter on the other side of the bar because it's too close to the door. So that actually ended up being just fine. And we chose a funky blue color, and then I just left a space there for people to walk up and ask for their shoes and get their shoes. So there's that. And then we are putting up some, bar decorations as well. The first two tries did not fit in there, but I did end up finding something to hang on the wall because I did want that bowling big poster there to be kind of center, and I think that it looks pretty good. So we are going to come and work a little on the arcade area. So we get in those big games, some fun things to do. I don't know if most bowling alleys come with arcades, but most of the ones I've been to have. And yeah, I thought it was really fun. And I was just looking for different games to put in there. And I ended up putting a dartboard and then two of those like gaming mat things. And also a foosball table because the bigger tables didn't fit in there. But there is, I think, a ping pong table on the roof. And then we go into the bathroom, just placing down the toilets and the sinks. I chose the same type of counter, just not an island counter for that in the bathroom. And then just a couple of little decorations for the bathroom. I was going to put a toilet paper roll in each stall, but it just ended up not working that way because you have to, in order to get it like higher up on the wall, you have to be able to see inside the room. And because I made the room so teeny tiny, it just wasn't working. So we skipped that. It's just in that bigger stall there. And also the back kind of storage slash maintenance areas. I added windows so that it kind of looked like you could pretend to open this up and look at the back of the machine. And then just added a few more little clutter items to the bathroom. Nothing too exciting. And I made the flooring in the arcade a little darker because, it's kind of dark in those rooms because you want the flashing lights from the games and stuff to keep any attention. And then I was just checking what else I needed to be in a bar. And I really wish that I could have like hung the TVs from the ceiling like in a bowling alley, but that's not possible. And also I could have finagled it with platforms, but unfortunately you cannot lower a platform that has a room below it. And I think that that's, a huge bummer. I didn't realize that until I was messing around with the platforms and I was trying to figure out if I could do like a lofted bed where you would like lower the platform from the room above and that would be the loft. But you can't do that because you can't lower platforms into a room. I thought that was a little bit of a missed opportunity, but I guess I can't complain. So I am just working on this rooftop area right now. I put down a table and chairs, a couch, a I don't even know what it's called. The blowing bubbles, the like pretend um, I don't even know what it's called. But um, that thing right there and a ping pong table. So just kind of I guess the ping pong table is still in activity that children can do, but I figured this space was more for adults. And then I wanted a roof top that kind of matched with the vibe and the blue and everything, so I added the blue. And then we're going to get into landscaping. I couldn't really find anything that I thought went particularly well with the kind of stone brick, whatever that is. So I just added my own and then added a area over here for um, you know, a bush that you can woohoo in because, it is still a bar. And I do like to have woohoo spots in all locations, just in case your sim needs them. And then we are going to do some landscaping. I am not amazing at the landscaping thing, but there will be some type of plant all the way around that dirt path that we just put in there. And you know what? It's a bowling alley, so it's not like they have expert landscapers anyway. The only thing I had to be careful of was making sure that the plants didn't phase into the bowling alley, which they did in some cases. You can see that took a couple tries. And yeah, I used a couple of bushes, the llama. I thought it went well there. And I was going to make a fountain, but then I realized that there are some very nice fountains that I can just buy and don't need to actually worry about building a fountain and how that is going to go. So that was something that I enjoyed. And so I just put in a pre-made fountain there. I chose one of the simpler ones because I didn't, I still wanted it to go with the fact that this is a bowling alley. And I put a swing set outside too. Again, I don't know if children will get spawned to this lot if you leave it as a bar, but you can bring your sim and their children to this lot. But yeah, there's me really trying to figure out what lot type I can go with to make it make sense and make children come there. But I just ended up leaving it as a bar. You can always put generic yourself. And then we are lighting up the outside now. And I just put in some string lights over here by the fountain. I thought they looked nice. I don't know why those two string lights didn't really match up because they matched up on this other place. So I was messing with that a little bit, but it just didn't matter. And then some lights around the swings as well. And just decorating the outside again because when I added the roof piece, I lost that sign that I put up. And then I used these bowling pin shaped room dividers to make a sort of design on the side of the building. And I needed two of them in order to make it, up. We had medium wall height. It's actually hard to have low wall height with platforms because the doors sometimes don't fit. Like that front door didn't fit, and that's why we went to a medium wall height. But this is the last thing that I'm going to do for this build. It is available on the gallery, and I do have plans for my Sims to go there in one of my next Let's Plays. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys next time.